Hello, welcome to the Lilac Tree Tarot and to a general reading for the sign of Gemini. If you're new to the channel, welcome, and if you're returning to the channel, welcome back. It's really good to have you here. We're going to do a general reading that should cover approximately the next 2 weeks in time, so the end of July 2023. Just a quick reminder that this is a general reading, not a one-on-one reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. I have sanctified the room with water and fire, and I've suffumigated with sage. I love that word, suffumigated. I never get over it. It never gets old. And so we're ready to begin. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to draw a few oracle cards just to get the overall energy of the next couple of weeks. Then I'm going to go into tarot. And then at the end, we'll just talk a little bit about the runes that I drew and the astrological dice that I rolled for you. Okay, Gemini, let's get going. Let's get right into it. Thank you, Spirit. Please provide clear and accurate messages for Gemini over the next couple of weeks. What does Gemini need to be aware of, to keep in mind, to look out for? All that good stuff. What's coming up for Gemini over the next couple of weeks, please, Spirit? Thank you. Willpower. Okay, you got willpower number 36. I really like this card. It's so beautiful with the horse symbolizing willpower. I love that. Always reminds me of the Chariot card. But let's draw another oracle card for you. See what else we've got going. Thank you, Spirit. Please provide clear and accurate messages for Gemini. Clear and accurate messages for the Gemini collective, please. And thank you. Okay, we have sad embrace. Look at all the blues coming in for you. Willpower and sad embrace. Might be time to pull out those old jazz records. If you have an actual record player, that would be perfect. The jazz records with little crackles and pops. Maybe light some candles. Sit in a chair. Whoops, that was me dinging my coffee cup. Sorry about that. Move it over a little back. I like that little bell ring, though. That was definitely a suggestion for some of you. Kick back. Listen to some good music. Embrace the blues. All right, thank you, Spirit. What else have you got for Gemini over the next couple of weeks, please? Prosperity lies ahead. All right, we move from the blues into the greens, into the greenbacks. Doesn't get better than that, does it? All right, so you may be feeling a little out of sorts, a little sad. You got the blues a little bit, Gemini. I'm sorry. Let's pull some tarot and see what's going on. Why do you have the blues? You're being told by Spirit there with that sad embrace to just recognize that, everything is okay, as the old beautiful biblical saying goes. There's a time and a season for everything, which is also a great song. Who was that? The Mamas and the Papas? Or, man, if it turns out that Bob Dylan originally wrote that song and then the Mamas and the Papas covered it, well, that would be brilliant, wouldn't it? I don't know if that's true, though. I want to say that it is. But, yeah, I'm hearing that song, For Every Season, Turn, Turn, Turn. You can look it up. It's a beautiful song if you're not familiar with it. The Mamas and the Papas, I think it is. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But the overall, of course, message being that sometimes we're up, sometimes we're down. That's just life. And if you're always up, then you never appreciate being up, right? You need the downs to appreciate the ups, the lows to appreciate the highs. It's all the same thing if we get into Buddhist philosophy, right? It's all part of that eternal circle. Everything comes around. All right, let's pull some tarot for you. I did get the Fool coming out, popping out. I don't really take pop out, so I'm going to put it back, but it's a nice pop out to have. The Fool, new beginning. With that, prosperity lies ahead. Moon and Taurus coming in for you. Real steady energy. Keep getting cards popping over for you. I will show them to you. The Hermit popped out for you. Sign of Virgo. but I'm going to pull some actual cards. Thank you, Spirit. Give me clear and accurate messages for Gemini, please. Clear and accurate messages for Gemini. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit has a lot to say to you today, Gemini. Okay. The Emperor. Control, power, faith. Here with the Hierophant. Wow, the Emperor and the Hierophant. The Five of Cups. There's that sad embrace. She's holding on to those 2 cups, though. Pretty, you know, pretty pathetically. She's like, all right, I lost the 3, but I'm not giving up these 2. You can't make me. And the Ten of Wands. All right, Gemini. Wow, heavy energy for you over the next couple of weeks, Gemini. We're going to pull some clarifiers for you, but we do have prosperity lies ahead, and we do have the overall energy being the Emperor. So I really feel, especially with that willpower card, that while you're not going to be over this feeling of sadness over the next couple of weeks, you are taking matters into your own hands, so to speak. You are gaining control of your emotions. You're really, really pulling in that that willpower card right here. You're really definitely feeling that, and you're trying to embrace that theme. So you're aware of the need to raise your vibration, so to speak, to raise your thought pattern. You know that you need to do that. You're pulling in all of your strength, calling in all the forces at your disposal to actually be mindful throughout your days and to think positively. You've got this Faith card, the Hierophant, coming in your kind of obstacles or what to be aware of position. And, you know, this is a general reading again, so take it as it resonates. This could be talking about the need to, how should I say this? The need to join a group of some sort. You may be inclined, or you may feel an urge to meet with others in an official way. So maybe you're going to join, you know, with willpower. It could even be joining a gym, but some kind of organization, institution, meeting with friends, meeting with people that make you feel like you're connected to community and that you're connected to something greater than yourself. Take it as it resonates. That'll be different for everyone. This is your advice position. So getting the Five of Cups in your, basically in your advice position, is telling you that you need to let go of this feeling of self-pity. I don't mean to call you out, Gemini, but if you've been feeling sorry for yourself, it's time to really let that go, right? I mean, yeah, so she broke these 3 glasses, but she still has 2. And if you hold on to something too tightly, you crack it, right? So gotta let the energy flow. Ten of Wands tells me that you really are coming to the end of this period of malaise, let's call it, ennui, unhappiness, sadness. You got prosperity lies ahead right there, new moon in Taurus. So you've got, you know, some good stuff coming in, and coming in pretty quickly, because that Ten of Wands indicates that we're at the end of that burden, of carrying that burden. When you get the Ten of Wands, you move down from the Wands into the Cups. The Cups talks about new emotions, new feelings of love, inspiration, joy, happiness. That's coming in for you pretty soon, Gemini. I almost called you Taurus there looking at that pool. But let's see what else Spirit has to say for you. You may have Taurus, significant Taurus people in your life. I'm feeling that for some of you. That may apply. Thank you, Spirit. Please provide clear and accurate messages for Taurus, please. I keep calling you Taurus. Yeah, I think there's a Taurus or a person with heavy Taurus placements in your inner world right now, in your circle of friends. All right, you got the the Prince of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, the Hermit popped out earlier, and the Princess of Swords. Yeah. All right, so with that Emperor and the Prince of Swords, this tells me, as I was saying earlier, you really are starting to really take control of your emotions, take control of your thoughts. You're doing the work. You're walking the walk kind of thing. Now, for some of you, while we've been talking about this as a mindset because of the sad embrace and the Five of Cups, this could be in terms of something actually tangible. This could be you just working your butt off at the job that you have at your work, or getting something together so that you can be promoted. Some of you, this is really is coming as a work thing, not just an emotional thing. So you're really putting in the extra hours right now. You're being really meticulous, detailed within the organization that you work for. The Hierophant can also talk about large corporations and organizations. And with the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom, you're really working towards something greater, bigger. You're working towards a promotion. You're working towards a new job, that kind of thing. I feel that is coming soon, right? So if you keep doing the work, you will reap the benefits. You've got the Hermit coming in. Now the Hermit, when we talk about the Hermit in a work situation, it does say that recognition is close. It's not far away. He's got the light, the star that the Hermit carries with him, and which lights the way for him, but it's also an indication that you are about to achieve the light of the star in there. So you're very close to achieving your goal, especially with the comets here that are about to hit ground. That really tells me that you're close. If there's something that you've been disappointed about at work, in the work situation, you're close to success, or you're close to achieving whatever goal it is that you've set for yourself. Again, with this Princess of Wands coming in underneath the the Princess of Swords coming in under the Ten of Wands, there's a real need to get rid of any thoughts that don't serve you well. She's my mood buster. I call her the mood buster. She kind of cuts through cloudy skies to reveal the sunshine behind the clouds. So she's really, and she's got that beautiful red hair in this card, which talks about that fiery will to create what you want to create. She's not content to just sit and let things happen, or to watch situations unfold. She actually goes out, stands up, does something about it. Let's pull some more clarifiers and see what else we have for you, Gemini. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. What other information do you have for Gemini, please? Clear and accurate messages for Gemini, Spirit. Please and thank you. I'm trying to shuffle for you here on this, my little beautiful knit thingamajig. I'm learning how to knit. I'm teaching myself how to knit. This is one of the first things I made just to practice stitches. And I figured, well, I could use it for something. I like the color a lot. So I'm trying to muffle some of the sound for you so it's not jarring when I shuffle. All right. Thank you, Spirit. I think we're good. What information do you have for Gemini? Okay. All right, now we have the Prince of Swords coming in for you. The Queen of Cups. The Knight of Cups. And then, the Nine of Swords. So on the back end, we have all this kind of negative energy that you just can't seem to shake, Gemini. It's keeping you up at night. You're worried. You're concerned. A lot of concern coming in for you, I see. But I also see a lot of determination here with that Knight of Swords. He's on the go. He's charging full force ahead. And with the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Cups coming in for you here, I do feel like there is going to be some comfort that you receive, some message of good tidings, something that comes in that makes you feel better. And it could be, for some of you, I'm also feeling that the way to this outcome, the way to feeling better, is to tap into your creativity. The Queen of Cups is highly intuitive, very creative, very nurturing. And the Prince of Cups wants to share his talents and gifts with others. And so if there's something that you have been not doing, something that makes you happy that you have neglected lately. Go ahead and maybe do it again. If you're a musician, play your music. If you're an artist, paint, draw, whatever it is for you. If you're a knitter like me, make a new pair of socks. Whatever it is, something creative, because when we focus our mind on doing something with our hands, it actually removes us from the whirlwind of like negative thoughts that are in our head. We're able to transcend that. We're able to elevate above it. So a real need for you at this time to, I really feel, elevate your vibration so that you attract to you what you want to attract. When we vibrate low, when our thoughts are low, we attract other low vibing entities to us. When our vibe is high, when we quote vibrate high, we become like invisible to the lower vibrations. They can't see us at that higher level. And so what happens is you just, like attracts like, and you bring in more positivity. So while I do see this being a struggle for you over the next couple of weeks, Gemini, I really do want you to keep this in mind. And if you want to pause this camera, or pause this video, I should say, so that you can meditate on this card a little bit, go ahead and do that, because prosperity lies ahead for you. If you keep following the path of the Prince of Pentacles and that Ten of Pentacles, if you are steady on that path, you take things step by step, prosperity is definitely lying ahead for you. Let's talk a little bit about these runes that I drew for you earlier, because I think they're kind of relevant now, and I just kind of want to, move into the runes now. I pulled some runes for you. I found my old runes, and I thought, they're so pretty, even though they're small and tiny. Hopefully you can see them. This is a rune of Wonjo, and I know I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but it's a rune of victory, gratitude, happiness. You also got here the rune of Hagalaz, which is the rune of destruction and turbulent change in a way. It's kind of like a tower. So I feel like there was probably some kind of tower moment for you, which has caused all of this kind of sadness. But then you have it followed by the rune of Nathiz. I'm definitely pronouncing that wrong, but the rune of Nathiz. And this is a rune of self-reliance, a rune of tenacity. It provides that spark of hope. It's like it's a spark. It really is a spark. It's kind of like a survival spark. So I always think of it kind of as like if you're camping in the woods and you rub two sticks together, stones together, you get the spark of fire. It's that ability to create light from the darkness. Now, because you have this rune of victory up top, this Wonjo rune up here, I feel like, again, that prosperity lies ahead if you are tenacious and you keep moving forward in the direction that you need to move forward, if you conquer these negative thoughts. Now for the dice, you got the South Node. Let's hold these up for the camera. You got the South Node in Capricorn, right here, Capricorn, in the 11th house. So the 11th house is your community, it's your friends, it's groups, it's the collective. We were talking a little bit earlier about that faith card and joining a collective. The South Node in Capricorn talks about being a real leader as well. So I feel like being a leader, being that emperor, is something that comes naturally to you. And sometimes when you're a leader, you isolate yourself. There's that saying that's lonely at the top. I think this might be a time for you to realize, what South Node talks about experiences that we bring with ourselves, that we bring with us from past lives. So you've already learned how to be this leader. Even if you don't believe in past lives, I think there's probably been enough in your experience so far in this life where you will resonate with the fact that you are a good leader. But now might be a time for you to join in with the community, express your love to others moving forward, see what it feels like to really be part of a whole community. Are you willing to I don't know, to let yourself go in that way. It might be something to think about, how you interact within groups or with your friends. Or it might just be that it's a good time to take just a little bit of solace and not escape, but take comfort and have fun with your friends, because life is about having fun too. It's not all about working and achieving and climbing the ladder of success. That has its place. We do need a certain level of material security to be happy in this world. That's a given. But it's not the end all be all. And if we start to look at it as the end all be all, then we lose the joy and the fun of being alive. So again, take it how it resonates. Gemini, those are the messages I'm getting for Gemini today. I'd like to put one last oracle card, kind of like parting words of wisdom for you, Gemini, over the next couple of weeks. Thank you, Spirit. What would you like to share with Gemini and leave with Gemini? All right, acceptance of love. We were talking about that earlier. I'm going to pull another card for you. Well, we were just talking about it now, letting yourself, so many cards popping out. I'm going to put this one back. New experiences and possibilities. That sounds great, but that prosperity lies ahead. But let's pull one more card for you, Gemini, and see what message Spirit would like to leave with you. Vulnerability. These are both really powerful cards. I only want to read one to you, though. So I'm going to read the acceptance of love to you, because that does resonate with what we were just talking about. The vulnerability card talks about the need to let go and let yourself be vulnerable, and to trust in your higher self, and to trust your connection to spirit, your spirit guides, your angels, whatever you believe in, source, whatever you want to call your connection to the divine. Trust that it will lead you in the right direction. All right, let me get the book. Okay, we got it. Number 38. That number might mean something to you, but it might not. So, all right, 38, acceptance of love. Look at that beautiful card. All right, this image is a representation of the harmony of opposites, masculine and feminine. You have the ability to give love freely to yourself and to others. It is important to understand that you are whole, complete, and perfect now, and will enhance the life of another. Love can happen. Love is the truth of all situations. Love the soul embodied inside you. Express more love in your life and allow yourself to feel loved. Everything happens exactly when it is supposed to. In that order, everything that happens is what is supposed to take place. You bring a bright light and individuality into this world. Ah, Gemini. Ah, Gemini, that is just, that is just too sweet. You are a sweet soul, Gemini. Don't forget it. All right, I hope you found this helpful and inspiring and all that good stuff. And if you did, if you could hit that like button for me, I would really appreciate it. That would really help the channel grow. Or subscribe to the channel if you'd like to get notifications of when I upload new videos. Or do both. That would work too. All right, Gemini, I'm going to say goodbye right here. I will catch you next time. Have a good one. Bye.